What's up, everyone? You're watching Demetria Eats, and we're here on the Las Vegas Strip with another foodie showdown for you. And this time, we're going with Shake Shack versus Five Guys, all right? So it's gonna be really heated. It's gotta have that it factor. What's gonna keep me coming back, all right? So come with me to the first Shake Shack ever in Las Vegas, okay? And it opened up at the New York Hotel. So we're gonna head out there and do like the, tourists do, yeah. I'm so excited. I haven't been here in forever. We're here for the burgers. Okay. I think I know what I'm gonna get. All right, and there's already one thing I'm loving about Shake Shack is that they have options for your little doggy. Okay, a lot of people don't go anywhere without their little doggy. Okay, so they have the bag of bones, the Puccini, which is a Shack burger dog with vanilla custard and all of that, So if your dog's not on a diet or anything, they could get something at Shake Shack. I like that. All right, guys, the food just came out and we ordered a lot. We wanted a full tray, wanted to try the shakes, the drinks. Okay, guys, the food is out and oh my God, there's so much on the table. I'm smelling the spice of these fries. This is like spicy and I thought it'd be the perfect matchup against Five Guys fries because they have their spicy like Cajun fries or something. So let's see. I'm smelling a lot of cayenne. That's the big note I'm getting out of these. Hold on, they playing right now. Hold on, that could be deadly. Hold on. I'm somebody who likes a lot of spice, but this right here, I feel like the cayenne is airbound, okay? That's crazy. The fries are crunchy, crisp. It's the crinkle cut. It reminds me of school, but it came with this ranch. Let me see if that adds like a little kick to it or something. I had to remind them to give me the ranch. I need everything I ordered, but let's see. That ranch is different. Hold on. I'm not really rocking with that ranch. I'm more of like a homemade type ranch person. This ranch kind of gives me like cafeteria kid kind of ranch. Like I need that Wingstop ranch. Like hit me up with some really good homemade buttermilk. This is a little regular Shake Shack. I'd expect a little bit more from you. You have to be careful. You can get a whiff of this and it goes down the wrong pipe. I appreciate the spice, but I would have appreciated maybe if it kind of tasted like some Tonica cherries or something like that. Give me some Cajun spice. I would have appreciated that because if this is mostly just cayenne, I don't really know what we're really doing here. Now the cheese fries are definitely usually what I get. And we're getting to the fries because the burgers, that's the main thing. But it's got that good cheese on top. Usually I get the cheese on the side so my fries don't get soggy. But I appreciate the cheese. It tastes like real cheese. It's got that nice, good, thick texture. And like I said, their fries usually at Shake Shack are well salted. They've got that good, delectable, smooth, potato-y center, which I appreciate. And they're definitely an improvement on the elementary school crinkle cut fries that we used to eat back in school. I don't know what your school served, but we had them crinkle cuts and they were always soggy, falling apart. Shout out the lunch ladies though. We love our lunch ladies, nothing but love. I got the cherry limeade, and that's another thing I love about Shake Shack is they always have these limited edition items to kind of keep things fun, keep you on the edge. They always have some different kind of drinks. And so right now during the season, I saw this good cherry limeade drink and I'm like, listen, I'm from Kansas City. There's a place called Topsy's, and in my mind, they have the best cherry limeade in the world. Shout out Topsy's, all of that. But it was just calling my name, so let's see. I'm not really hitting that lime. I feel like when I order a cherry limeade, like you got to slap me with that lime, but it doesn't really give me cherry limeade. Like that's not the flavor that I usually think of with a cherry limeade. Before we build our way over to the burger, because that's, really, really important. I wanted to actually get this hot dog because I've never ordered a hot dog from Shake Shack. Okay. So I asked them what comes on the hot dog. They just serve it like this. So, me, I got to dress my hot dog up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I'm going to put some ketchup on there. And then I asked them if they had any relish. They told me that they didn't have any relish. So I was like, let me have some mustard. But I figured since Five Guys has hot dogs, it's only right to do an official Shake Shack versus Five Guy hot dog showdown. And I might steal an onion actually from this burger because you can order onions on the side and you can order pickles. So you could put pickles on the hot dog. That's kind of interesting, but that's what we're going to go with. I think that's a perfectly acceptable entry. It's a good beef hot dog, but I like the doughiness. I like the doughiness of the bun. That's really good. I do wish that it came a little bit more dressed up, but this is the burger and I ordered a double Shake Shack burger. I'm going to get into it one-handed, see how I do. Oh, hold on. I ordered bacon. They didn't give me bacon. But hold on. That's not a joke because I paid extra for that. All right, guys. So look, we got our bacon added. That's so key. I can't believe I knew something was missing. And then we got some good crunchy pickles on there. We got a full tomato, a little bit of lettuce. You know what I'm saying? And lots of onions, which I appreciate. Okay, so let's see. That bacon took it to another level. And I don't know how this bun is doing it, but it's holding everything together. The meat today, a nice, just regular plain salt seasoning. So you can taste the real meat, right? And I appreciate that. And it tastes really, really good. It tastes fresh. And the onions look great. I don't see any brownness or anything on the tomatoes. They gave me a good piece of lettuce because I hate a brown and weird piece of lettuce that looked like the locust already got to it. And it just has a nice classic burger taste. So I feel like if you are in the mood for a cheeseburger, you'd be like, let's go to Shake Shack, right? But I'm not going to say it has a traditional, like, unique flavor that's just unique to Shake Shack. I'll say that their cheese fries kind of do. But the flavor of the burger itself is more in that line of a traditional cheeseburger, which I really, really, really like. And so that's more on point. That bun, though, is fire. And you know me, I'm the kind of person, I'll take off half the bun to save on carbs. But I'm like, man, this bun is so chewy, so delicious that I just want to keep eating. And the pickles are on point. But guys, as a special add-on here, because I know that Five Guys also does a grilled cheese, I had to get their grilled cheese. I don't know, it don't really look like much of a grilled cheese. I mean, the cheese isn't like, you know, it's sticking, but it doesn't seem like melted. It just kind of seems like two pieces of like cheddar cheese or American cheese on some kind of pressed bun, but we're going to try it anyway. When you have a grilled cheese, you shouldn't be able to distinguish between the two slices that are in there. So when I'm biting it, I'm able to tell that there's two distinct pieces of cheese in this grill. But let's get into some of these shakes. I got the banana pudding shake. My photographer got the Oreo funnel cake shake, which is kind of cool. But we've been having fun eating some of these shakes here. Let's try this one, banana pudding. It's very creamy, fresh, you know, ice cream. It has a nice whipped cream on top. I'm going to get picky though. It's Demetria Eats, so you know, we got to get a little picky on here, a little decisive. I want more of that slam dunk banana flavor. Like when you say that there's real banana in here, like I want to really, really taste it. So you got to get that banana puree, reduce it down really good to really get it to stand against that creaminess of the ice cream. And so this is not bad. But when I want banana, give me something to slap me. But everything else, the little crunches of vanilla wafer, I think those are really smart and give some texture to the shake. I really appreciate that. And the creaminess is definitely on point for what a banana pudding, you know, cream would give. All right, guys, that was our time at Shake Shack. But yeah, we got to go to Five Guys and see what they're talking about. So let's go. This place actually originated in the DMV, and then Shake Shack originated in NYC. So it's kind of like a DMV NYC battle out. We'll see. It's part of the Foodie Showdown. Let's go check it out. Smells good in here too. So you get free peanuts when you come here if you ask, I think. But that's like my favorite thing. Like here they are. Oh no, you don't even have to ask. They're just like, you get to scoop them out and stuff. I love that. That's what I'm talking about. Like, whenever I go to a restaurant, I'm about to spend some money. Like, I just feel like as long as I can get some, like, free something, free bread, free peanuts, whatever it is, that's always a vibe. All right. Now let's order. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much. Okay. Can I get a double bacon cheeseburger? Okay. The food came out and it smells so good. There's a spice that's very specific to Five Guys that I feel like it just catches your attention. It just catches your attention. Yeah, I am. How are you doing? Yeah, you got Clinton? All right, Clinton?
Clinton.
Nice to meet you. So we're doing our little foodie series here, Demetria Eats. You're going to make a special cameo. You enjoying your food? Oh, you working? Are you working? He's serious over here. That's cool. Let us resume activity. But you know, if you walk into a camera, you know what time it is. This is my area here, you know. A lot of people don't get malt vinegar with anything, but I love malt vinegar and I like to dip my fries in it. So I'm about to load up on that. Give me some ketchup. Then we're going to get to our meal while it's nice and hot. So, you know, I'm from Kansas City and I take my sauce seriously. So I need my condiments, my ketchup, my malt vinegar, and whatever else they want to give me. But these shakes look really, really, really good. I got like the double stuffed or something, which is crazy. It's like off the menu. You know, I love a secret menu item. It's a thick shake. Hold on. Ooh. That's better. I'm going to tell you right now, this is already better than Shake Shack's. Hold on. It's thick. I actually like this container. It's like this really strong paper, which I really love because I know that the milkshake's not going to get through there, but it's really tasty. It's got some of the good Oreo crunch on top. Is it the best Oreo milkshake I've ever had in my life? No. Is it really good? Yes. So we're going to start with the fries. I feel like it's only right. And I think these are their famous Cajun fries. I can already smell them. And you know, most of them are in the bag, usual. That's on par for Five Guys. You're going to see some fries in the bag. That's for sure. But I like this already. I'm not getting a huge whiff of that cayenne like Shake Shack was about to kill me with. Oh my God. Look, I can handle spicy food, but I'm going to tell you, once cayenne goes airborne, that's recipe for disaster. Well, these are their Cajun fries, which are the ones that I normally get. They got a nice little crisp to them. I could go for more salt. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not a saltaholic, but you could give me some more salt on them fries. But let me dip it in the ketchup. They're potatoey, and they taste really good potatoey. And I know they cook it in the peanut oil. And that's right next to our table right over here. We got all the fresh ingredients. We got the peanut oil. We got the bags of potatoes over here. We got the peanuts behind us. So we picked a good place to sit. But this, nice. Not bad. These are their original recipe. And I wanted to get in here and I wanted to see what was going on. And they look really beautiful. These are like really long fries. I feel like they're very filling. Okay. And these are salted. You taste the potatoiness. They're very fresh. They really taste like somebody's grandma was back there just like really chefing away. They don't really have that commercial taste of fries. Like when I'm in Nigeria and they're making fries from scratch, okay, I feel like they're reminiscent of this because you can just taste the potatoiness of it, which I kind of appreciate and like. And there's that uniqueness factor, guys, because you know I like something that's very unique to a location. Like give me something that I can only get from your shop, from your restaurant. But enough said about the fries. Are they my favorite fries of all time? No, but I do think that they're very tasty and wholesome. They've got some very wholesome fries, but I like the Cajun a little bit better. Add a little bit more salt. I think we're on point there. So I feel like you get a lot of bang for your buck with fries. And these are like not just regular fries. Like these are fries that are really going to fill you up. So I appreciate that, especially when you're spending that kind of money. And I feel like everybody knows Five Guys is definitely expensive, but so is Shake Shack. Okay. What I spent over there was around the same price. Like, what was it? $80 something with tip. But let's get into this hot dog. Okay. Before we get into the burgers, we're going to let them sit there for a second. They should maintain their heat wrapped in this good foil. But here is what hold on. We got an open face dog here. And I love, love, love that they have all of these toppings. And that's something that Five Guys is known for. They're going to give you a ton of toppings. You could get barbecue sauce, hot sauce, all of this. And I probably should have got some hot sauce, but I got grilled onions, ketchup, mustard, and some relish. And you can low-key eat it like a sandwich. If you got the bun right, I wish it closed and it wasn't as much of a sandwich, like, cause I like something that's kind of closed so we don't have sides falling out the back. But I feel like the taste is on point. I like that you can get different toppings because I like to dress up my dog. So I definitely have to give them points for that over Shake Shack that kind of keep theirs kind of basic. Okay. So let's see. This is the grilled cheese, and off the rip, it already is looking a little bit better. Yeah. This is what a grilled cheese is supposed to kind of look like, right? So you've got the melted cheese. You remember over at Shake Shack, you could see the two different slices because they didn't really melt it together. And that could just be like, you know, a one-off thing, but let's try to. Okay, if I was a little kid, I would definitely be about this. You know, kids and the bread and the cheese, something about that combination is classic for them. Let me dip that in the ketchup. And I know you can get your burger like this too. You can get a grilled cheese, add a patty. My friend, what he does, he adds 2 patties in there. He put me on. He's like, Demetria, you got to try it like this. And it's fire too. But I wanted to stick with the classic critique. And you guys might think I'm weird, but I do like to dip some of my stuff sometimes into some vinegar. It just adds a weird taste. I don't even know what the vinegar really is for. I've never heard of vinegar with fries, vinegar with burger, but I just like, okay. Usually I do vinegar with like fish and chips. I don't know. I like that. I don't know why I like that, but I told you I'm a saucy person. And I'm super full as it is, but this burger is like one hell of a burger. And as I'm unwrapping it, you guys are going to see what I'm talking about. This is a Big Daddy. This is the double bacon cheeseburger. And off the rip, the bun is already different, right? It's got the sesame seeds on top. We get a piece of lettuce in there. All right, guys. So look, we got some lettuce in there. We got some pickles. We got some tomato. But you know what I don't see? This can't be a day that everybody's forgot my bacon now, is it? Because I know I got a double bacon on here. Like, now, and I know I paid for it. I don't see any bacon on here. All right, guys. Well, Shake Shack and Five Guys are on the same kind of time. Super easy. Five Guys customer service, really chill too. I was like, hey, I don't know if I didn't say it. I thought I said bacon. Maybe they didn't hear me or whatever. They give me a bunch of pieces of bacon. They're extra crispy, actually how I love it. I didn't even have to ask for that, but I love extra crispy bacon. And it wasn't a hassle. It wasn't a problem. I love that when it comes to customer service. That's what we like to see. So we got the bacon in there. Okay, so here it is. And it's a very weighty burger. I have to say it that. It's definitely a thing to behold, but let's take the big bite. Damn. That's really on point right now. That's a beefy, really good burger. You know, I like my onions in slices though. They're diced, which, you know, I don't like things falling apart when I'm eating it, but I'm not mad because the flavor is so on point. The crispiness of the bacon, the onion is shining through. With Shake Shack, for some reason, their onions were so mild, I could barely taste them. And if you know me, I'm an oniony person. Onions have minerals, vitamins, something in there, some vitamin in there, and you need it. And I like to taste it. But I got to get into the meat itself because I want to see. One thing about Five Guys that I had always critiqued is that I felt like they didn't do a good job of seasoning their meat. But today, something really tastes different. I don't know if it's that ketchup that's sinking in there. The meat itself does not have a lot of seasoning. I'm going to be honest. Still today, the meat itself does not have a lot of seasoning. I don't know why they don't put just a little bit more salt in it. The cheese is really creamy, really delicious. The meat itself tastes really, really good. But with a little bit more salt, I mean, just a little bit more salt. For those of you who love making hamburger patties, you know what I'm talking about. You don't have to overdo it. And you be hitting the bat in 1,000. But I'm going to tell you, with everything that I put on this today, this is a damn good burger. I like when you can put your thumbprints in it. Get that good grip. I need that grip on the burger. You know what I'm saying? I need to put my hands into it and get that right. It has that muscle memory, that bun memory. This bun definitely has that. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. All right, guys. So that was our time at Five Guys, and I am so full. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh my God. So many things to think about. Let's get in the shade so I can make my decision. All right, guys. So that was the official foodie showdown of Shake Shack versus Five Guys. And for me, oh my God, it's so tough because I feel like for what you spend, and it is a lot, you do get a lot of bang for your buck. Five Guys though, man, those fries are fresh, potato-y, like I said, just like fresh from the harvest. They could do with a little bit more salt. And I'm going to tell you today, Five Guys was smacking, but I tasted that meat and I just feel like a little bit more salt, just a little bit more, and they would be on point. And that's a problem that Shake Shack did not have. Their meat was salted, but that really was it. It didn't really have that it factor, that uniqueness, but they do have a very versatile menu. But then Five Guys gives you all those extra add-ons for free. I just don't know. Both places had crispy bacon. It's got to come down to the burger because it's a burger place after all. Forget all the extras. And I just feel like, I don't know, Five Guys just has that big boy bite to it though. But then Shake Shack salts their meat. And that's something I've always been upset about Five Guys for. Guys, this is like weighing on me heavy. Like I'm really sweating on this one, bro. I'm really having a hard time. This is really tough. But I'm gonna have to go with Shake Shack. Oh my God. I just feel like the burger itself, if we get it down just to the meat, I just feel like they do it. Even though their patty is thinner, all Five Guys had to do was just add a little bit of salt. That's all they had to do. And then give me some full grown girl onions, please. Give me some grown onions. Don't just be chopping them up like that. But so close, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. It was a really tough foodie showdown. I'm telling you, both places really did some things to me today, okay? But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Smash that like button and make sure you subscribe. And of course, I'm going to have some more foodie showdowns for you coming up on Demetria Eats. So I'll see you back here next time.